Hey, hello, leaders. This is Paul coming back to you today from my studio here, and it is Thursday, September 7th. September 7th. And hey, today, I've been asked why I always start with hello, leaders. And, I consider everybody to be a leader. And you may be listening and thinking, well, I'm not really a leader, but here it is. Here's the point that I'm making that everybody's a leader. If you decided upon yourself and all by yourself to listen to this show, you made a decision that impacts other areas of your life. And if you did that, you are basically leading, even if it's leading yourself. So if you make a decision on your own, you are leading yourself. And therefore, you're a leader. So, hello, leaders. Now, today I want to talk about a quote that I heard from a recent movie I watched, and the movie was really good. It was called the Jesus Revolution. And I think we watched it on Netflix, but it was a really good movie. Jen and I watched it, and I was pretty surprised. It turned out to be a really good, uplifting movie, and yes, it is about Jesus' movement in the U.S. that started out in California, and it was based on a true story, and all the characters were based on true characters. And it's pretty cool. The quote that was said that really resonated with me, that made me go, "Man, that's pretty powerful." But it said, "The truth is always quiet. It's the lies that are loud." Now, think about that, and I'm going to repeat it. And you don't have to be a Christian or a believer, or you don't have to have any type of religious beliefs to really let this quote sink in. And it says, "The truth is always quiet. It's the lies that are loud." Now, man, I think about that, and I'm like, wow. First thing that comes to my mind is how a lot of times we don't want to speak the truth because the truth is ugly sometimes. The truth hurts sometimes. Sometimes the truth, we fear that the truth may get us looked on the wrong way or looked at the wrong way. For example, I'm a Christian. I am never going to hold back and tell people that I'm not. I'm I'm not going to beat it into people's brains by any means, all right? I believe that my God, Jesus, doesn't want us to beat over people's heads with Bibles to make them believe. I believe that through my actions and through my words and through my service to others, that I hope to live out the way Jesus lived. And if I can do that, people may come to me and ask me, you know, about Jesus. Hopefully I'm a little different than other people. Hopefully I treat people good. And sometimes I'm not saying you have to be a Christian to be good by any means, but this quote really sunk in. The truth is always quiet. It's the lies that are loud. And it seems like out there's a lot of noise that we listen to every day. And the truth is hidden sometimes beneath all those words. I mean, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, right? If two people are arguing, I heard a long time ago that there's three sides of a story. There's person A's side, there's person B's side, and somewhere in the middle is the absolute truth. And, I think that's very true. And a lot of other things came to mind when I thought about this quote about the truth is always quiet. It's the lies that are loud. A lot of times we lie to ourselves. We have this negative self-talk. We talk to ourselves more than anybody else talks to us. We talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody else. And a lot of those thoughts that we tell ourselves are lies. They're negative thoughts. We do things and we're like, well, man, I was a bad person, or I should have done so much more. And I'm going to have a whole episode on bad and should have and all this other stuff. But I mean, we talk bad to ourselves and we lie to ourselves. I mean, at the heart of it all, I think we're all good. We just have a tough time being good and displaying that goodness to others sometimes. And of course, others lie to us, right? A lot of times people don't think that the truth needs to be said, but the people who are lying, they seem to be the loudest. One thing that I also thought of as the a lie is fear. Fear is always kind of screaming at our minds. It's that little devil on your shoulder, or little, the person that's paranoid saying, "Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that." Well, the truth might be is, yeah, you can do that. And sometimes you got to take that risk. But fear, I think, is a big lie. And it shouts at us. The bottom line is the truth is buried in the lies. The truth is twisted, reshaped, and it's convenient to a lot of people, but we don't often speak the truth. But deep down, we know the truth. We think about it. We try to stretch it sometimes. We try to make the truth what we want it to be sometimes. We'll tell stories and we'll stretch the truth a little bit, right? We'll tell little white lies, and we're like, well, it's mostly true. Well, is it mostly true or is it true? Mostly true is probably still borderline lying, right? Or the untruth, if nothing else, as a minimum. But I'm here to tell you, if you have a lot of negative thoughts going through your mind, and it could be negative self-talk, it could be those negative thoughts that go through your mind, those, I think Jen calls them the ants, the automatic negative thoughts that always just come to mind. I just want you to know that you're enough. You are enough. The thing is, if you don't think you're enough, or if you're in a position where they're saying you're not enough and you got to do better, maybe you're in the wrong position. And I've been there and I've done that. And, you are enough. So don't beat yourself up. You are good. And you could do it. Failure is not the end by any means. And that's another lie that is really shouted at us. People say, "Oh, we failed and you're worthless," or something like that. Well, that's a lie too. Failure isn't the end. I read a quote the other day, something about failure isn't the end of the process. Failure is a part of the process. Failure is a part of success, because as you fail, you're learning. Now, if you fail and give up, failure can't really even help you. So failure may be the end of some, but keep going, because you can start over. And now you have new information because you can learn from that failure and you can apply it. So that's it for today. I just want to talk about that. And that quote really stood out. The truth is always quiet. So what are you not saying? What are people not telling you? Sure, they're going to tell some things and, the lies that are loud. But who's telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Who can you trust? Can people trust you? Are you telling all the truth? If somebody asks you, to give you some, what's their greatest strength? Are you being truthful? What if you can't find a strength in them? Are you going to say, well, that's tough because I don't really know you well enough? Anyway, truth's always quiet. The lies are loud. Just keep that in mind today as you go about your business. And I hope you have a great day. And until next time, until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you.